Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna talk about some stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for this morning. I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped those stocks of interest in the comment section of last night's video. Now, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in, and also don't forget to click on subscribe and click on the notification bell if you are new to the channel. All right, so let's begin. Wrong screen. Let me just change that to, there you go. Perfect. All right, yeah, let's begin. Right now we have the SPY over here, and the situation is not looking too good. It's not looking too good for the Qs either. That bull flag that I showed y'all yesterday is getting cooked right now. Let me show you. First of all, there's this thing going on. Immediately, I think bearish, right? Could it be a bear trap? Maybe, maybe not. It really depends on if it trickles over here. It kind of did this 2 days ago. It broke down first, did this, dropped like this, did this again, and then collapsed, right? It did this 2 days ago, and people started panicking. Yeah, all right. Now, a bear trap would be just this right here, all right? So could that happen today? We will see. All right, that's to be determined. Right now, the bears are all over this. They see the breakdown, see blood. They're looking to make some money on the way down. And if it is a bearish opportunity, if it is this clean and it stays clean and collapse later, then this thing could actually drop all the way down to that support that I drew right there, way back right here. Like we could think like today and maybe even Monday before we bounce on Monday afternoon and follow this path that I drew on this day, which was on the 5th. Yeah. So it could happen. Okay. Don't be too hopeful. Just look at what's in the front of you and be objective. Don't trade with what you want to happen. Trade with what is in the front of you. Again, I gave you 2 different alternatives. All we have to do is just chill and see exactly which choice the market would like to make. And this is a very good learning experience for those of you who may be beginners, right? So these are the 2 options. Now, the first stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for today. The stock is looking good. It looked quite good yesterday. I mentioned it in the Discord right when it broke out, and it's up right now actually. That stock is Citi. It's Citi, and Citibank is looking quite phenomenal. The pattern that I see on here. Actually, let's look at the daily. The daily is trying to recover from this beat down from from $80 all the way down to $57, right? It's trying to recover. It has earnings, I believe, next week. This is on the 14th. On the 14th is exactly next week. So it's gonna be on Friday morning before the market opens. All right, so it's recovering. Volume is good. The one thing that I want you to see is actually the 1-hour chart. If you look at the 1-hour chart and you zoom in right over here, you can see that there is a flag that broke out not too long ago, right over here. All right, let me see, right there. It broke out at like 64 bucks, and right now it's at 65.30. It could run. It could continue going and go up to $67. The setup is looking clean. So this is best case scenario. It opens up, maybe dips to like 65, and then the market chills out and we end up seeing a bear trap, and then this thing starts running, right? That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario is that obviously it goes down to retest right here and then just stays here. All right. This worst case scenario, we have seen this thing yesterday with RCL, and I told y'all why we sold RCL. Again, this is the worst case scenario right there, as you can see. So will we see it with Citi? Maybe, maybe not. We don't want to see it with City. City's looking nice. But if this happens again, just don't be surprised. I literally showed you an example of what could happen. All right, but I don't think this will. I don't think we're gonna follow that path. I think we're just going to cruise and pump out the gates. The next candle just opened. It's 8 o'clock, meaning the market is opening up in 30 minutes. I think it runs. I do think it runs. So definitely watch this one for today. All right. The next one that I want to share with all of you. By the way, Baba exploded today. It's up by 3.46%. So we are in the money at the moment, which is good. Really, really good. Now the next stock is PTON. And PTON, the reason why I want to share this one with you is because of the 4-hour. If you look at the 4-hour and you zoom in right over here, you can see that there is a falling wedge on the chart. This one is quite early. I'm sharing this one really, really early. Really early. Right here. Alright? It's there. It's sort of kind of clean. You want to be patient. You want to wait. Could it pop out of there? Maybe. Maybe it could. I think it will. It's been beaten up for quite some time. A lot of people bought it yesterday for some reason. Yeah, for some reason. I don't see any news related to it. So we'll see if there may be some news on Monday to bring it all the way up to $38. The setup is looking nice, so it's definitely worth sharing in this video. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The first one that we're going to address is BBIG. Now, this to the people who love these stocks, I don't know why you do. I really have no idea why you do. Why? Because of these temporary things. Like after these temporary things happen, the stock goes right back to where it belongs, which is at these lows right here. That's the average. This big giant event is an outlier in the chart. It only probably happens once every like 3 years max. Okay, this giant bubble is an outlier. If you took the price of all of these, well, obviously it did it for you, right? The average price of the past 200 candles is right here at exactly $3. So you can tell, like, it's not. I'm not touching this one. I'm not trading this one. I'm not looking at it, and I don't care. All right, it's not gonna do much at all. At least in my opinion. Maybe you know something that I don't know, but I'm not touching it. The next one that we're gonna talk about in this video, we're going to talk about, let me change this to the 5, Roblox. Somebody asked about Roblox. Roblox currently, it's looking a bit iffy. It looks like it wants to collapse today. It does. It had a phenomenal drop. Again, congratulations to anybody who made money on AFRM, because these things dropped together. They popped together and they dropped together. All right, we were able to make some money on that as well. And then we covered here. And then once I realized it just didn't want to give out, I immediately got rid of my puts on AFRM. And this one's followed the same trajectory. But is it going to go down? When is it going to get there? Is it going to $80? Maybe. All right, maybe. There is a gap that needs to be filled out there. So there could be an opportunity on Roblox. All right, now let's see. Got one more minute. The next one that we're going to talk about, that one is PayPal. What's going on with PayPal? Is it good for a buy? Is it good for a buy? It's opening up lower, which kind of sucks for those who bought yesterday. Let me see on the 4-hour. The 4-hour is not, as you can see, I got my alert there. Is it going to pop out? Eventually, obviously, yeah, eventually it's gonna recover. It's PayPal. It's a very reputable company. When is it going to get out? I have no idea. I'm just chilling, waiting, just like all of you are. So patiently wait. If you want to buy stock for the long term, I guess this is the accumulation zone, right? This region. You want to buy stock. Now let's see if it could go lower. Let's see on the daily. There's some room. There's room all the way down to 130. So, and there's also room all the way up to 220. Which gap will be filled first? Decisions. Be careful. I'm not touching it again. There's a lot of uncertainty. I don't know which one is gonna get filled first. So trade this thing to the in the short term. If you want to be a long-term investor and buy, again, do what you want to do with your money. If it drops to 130, just know that I warned you that it could. Um, and if it rises to 220, then good job. I'm not touching it yet until I see something good. Until I see something that's actually worth going for on this stock specifically. All right. So that's my very honest opinion on the stock. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel a lot and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are brand new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on daily uploads. I may make another video tonight, and the weekend one video on Saturday, one video on Sunday. All right. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the very first link in the description of the video below. If you're not on social media, you can find me at Ngumah and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I left some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ngumah with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I'll see all of you in the next video.